Growing up, Emily had always been close to her younger sister, Sarah. They had shared a bond that went beyond their sibling relationship, and Emily had always been fiercely protective of her sister. But when Sarah was diagnosed with a rare form of cancer, Emily's world was turned upside down. She watched helplessly as her sister suffered through endless rounds of chemotherapy, radiation, and surgeries. Despite her family's love and support, Sarah's health continued to decline. In the midst of her grief and despair, Emily found herself struggling with another issue: anger towards God. She couldn't understand why a loving God would allow her sister to suffer so much, and she felt like her faith had been shattered. As Sarah's condition worsened, Emily's anger turned to resentment towards her sister. She resented the fact that Sarah was so sick, that she was getting all of the attention, and that she was causing so much pain for their family. Emily's resentment towards Sarah only grew as she watched her sister slip away, and she couldn't help but feel like Sarah had somehow caused her own illness. After Sarah's passing, Emily was left with a deep sense of emptiness and regret. She wished that she had been there for her sister more, that she had been more understanding and supportive, and that she hadn't let her anger and resentment get in the way of their relationship. It wasn't until Emily started attending grief counseling that she began to realize the healing power of forgiveness. She learned that forgiveness isn't just about letting go of anger towards someone else, but also about letting go of the anger and resentment that we hold towards ourselves. Through the counseling process, Emily was able to confront her feelings towards Sarah and towards God. She was able to recognize that her anger and resentment were holding her back from healing and moving forward. She learned that forgiveness wasn't about forgetting what had happened or minimizing the pain, but rather about choosing to let go of the negative emotions that were keeping her stuck. Emily started practicing forgiveness in small ways. She forgave herself for not being the perfect sister, for not always knowing what to say or do, and for feeling anger towards Sarah. She forgave Sarah for her illness, for the pain that it had caused, and for any perceived wrongs that had occurred between them. As Emily continued to practice forgiveness, she began to feel a sense of peace and healing. She realized that forgiving someone doesn't mean that you condone what they've done or that you forget the pain that they've caused. It simply means that you choose to let go of the negative emotions that are keeping you from healing. Eventually, Emily found herself able to forgive God as well. She realized that her anger towards God was really just a way of avoiding the pain of losing her sister. By forgiving God, Emily was able to confront the reality of her loss and start the process of healing. In the end, Emily learned that forgiveness is a powerful tool for healing and growth. It doesn't erase the pain of loss or make everything okay, but it can help us to let go of the negative emotions that are holding us back. By choosing to forgive, Emily was able to honor her sister's memory, heal her own heart, and find a way to move forward with hope and love.